important. Then there are some equations that I need to remind you which are important. Now let's start. Can you all see my whiteboard? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Is Princess there? Not there. Oh, she's in another list.
Sam, yeah.
Okay. No, I'm just checking. And Tawana?
Not yet.
Okay.
Ozak?
She joined. Okay, let's start. Another is there. Now a line has got a gradient of that. M and N are 2 points on the line. M is that point, X is that point. Express X in terms of K. So how do you find gradient if you're given 2 points? It's change in Y minus change in what? In X. Huh? We're told that the gradient is 5. I'm sure you have an idea. So 5 is equal to, how do I find gradient here? 23 minus what?
23 minus 8.
8, change in Y, divided by, because I started with 23, I have to start with
minus X.
K minus X. Now what do you get on top? We subtract. What do you get? 15.
15.
Over K minus X is equal to 5. Cross multiply. So you're saying 5 brackets X minus that is equal to 15.
15. Divide
both sides. You can do this, but I would suggest the easiest way is simply to divide both sides by 5. Why? Because the 5 cancels there. Then I have K minus X is equal to what's 15 divided by 5?
3.
3. Makes sense. Express X in terms of K. So now it means K is equal to, move that the other side, is X plus 3. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, we are given a point like this. We are told that A is 2. So this is minus 2, 0. Okay. Then B is 0, 4. Like this. So they're saying find the equation of the line. So we know that a straight line is the equation what? Y is equal to mx plus c. Y is equal to mx plus c. Now m is the what?
Gradient.
So it means I need to calculate the gradient. So let's calculate m first. M is equal to
4 minus 0 over 0 minus 2.
0, this is minus, so minus 2. On top we get 4, on the bottom we get 2. Negative is positive. So what's the gradient? 2.
2, sir.
So it means our equation is y is equal to 2x plus c. What is c? C is where the line cuts the y intersect. Where is it cutting? At 4. No need to even calculate it. Huh? Straight away you can tell from the line is cutting at 4, unless you are not told. So it simply means y is equal to 2x plus 4. Done. That's the equation of the line, 3 marks. Find the equation of the perpendicular bisector for C, 4 marks, of AB. So it's a line that is going to cut this at 90 degrees. That's what we mean by perpendicular bisector. But the fact that it's a perpendicular bisector, it means it cuts halfway between A and B. So this is actually the midpoint, I want to get that, of A and B. Clear? Number 1.
Yes, sir.
So we said the gradient of AB, if I'm to write it, okay, the equation of AB. AB is the equation y is equal to 2x plus 4. Now the equation of the bisector of AB, let's see, of AB there. Now look at this. Because it's a perpendicular bisector, is the negative reciprocal of this gradient. I want to get that. The gradient.
Yes, sir.
The gradient of that, if I'm to write that, maybe M1, is the, what is the reciprocal of this is half. Then you multiply that by -1. I said the negative reciprocal. So it means the equation that we want here is y is equal to minus half
x plus c.
We don't know the c. The only way we can find the C is to find the coordinates of the midpoint, because it's at the midpoint where this line is passing through, but it's cutting at 90 degrees. How do I find midpoint? Who remembers of a point? If I'm given any 2 points, how do I find the midpoint?
X plus Y, yes. And then over 2.
Yes, that's how we do that. So midpoint AB is equal to, we start the X coordinates. So we have minus 2 plus 0 divided by 2, like this. Minus 2, the X value is 0, the X value we get divided by 2. Then 4 plus 0 divided by 2. So there, the midpoint, you get minus 1, 2 is our midpoint. So it's minus 1, 2 is the midpoint. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Minus 1, 2. So now we now know midpoint is minus 1, 2. So what it means is this line passes through this. That's the point of intersection. So we now substitute to find C. Because we're saying when Y is 2, X is minus 1. So we're saying 2 is equal to minus brackets multiplied by the X value, which is minus 1 plus C. Negative, negative gives you what? Positive.
Positive.
It's half plus C. Check that the other side is 2 minus half, which gives you 1.5 is equal to C. 1.5 is good as 3 over 2 is equal to C. All together. Then the full equation is simply Y is equal to minus half
X plus 3
over 2. You are allowed to leave it like this. Or if you want to play around, you multiply everything by 2 and you get 2Y is equal to minus X plus 3. But they're the same equation. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
When we are dealing with these equations, never round anything. Huh? Like, for example, if you get 3 over 8, then you try to round when you're forming an equation. Don't do that. Leave it as a fraction, as a perfect number. All together. You can only give it as a decimal if it's giving you a perfect number. Now, look at this. The equation of this line. What do I know straight away? What is my C? I know my C value there. Look at this. It's cutting at what? At 3. So it means Y is equal to mx plus 3 first. So the next thing is simply to find the
gradient.
So how do I find gradient? I pick any 2 points that I can easily read on the, for example, what is this point here?
1, 1.
Minus 1 here. Which point here? Or unless you're talking, or you're talking of 1, that's fine. I was talking of this, the one that I ticked. No, it's fine. Minus 1, 5. We can use your 1, 1 there, which is obvious, this one. So we also have 1, 1. All you need are 2 points, 2 points on the line. So I've picked this one, minus 1, 5. You could have picked different points and get the same gradient. I'll show you just now. So M is equal to, let's do that, change in Y, 5 minus 1 divided by negative 1 minus what? Minus 1. Are we agreeing? Subtract, you get 4, negative 2. What's your gradient? Negative 2. We're saying Y is equal to minus 2x plus 3. Let's pick different points and prove it that the gradient will be the same. This one is 2 minus 1. Any other point, we can pick this point, which is 0, 3. Now let's do the same. So it's 3 minus minus 1 over 0 minus 2. Can you see that you get the same gradient? 4 over negative. You always get the same gradient on a straight line. Is that clear? As long as you pick, the danger in picking this, you are not sure whether it's half or what. You pick values that you can get the exact values out together so that you don't make a mistake. So we now know the equation of this line is equal to minus 2x plus 3. Now, a line, okay, a perpendicular line to L passes through this point. So the line is perpendicular. It means the gradient is what? Is the negative reciprocal of this. So I'm saying minus 1 multiplied by the reciprocal of this is minus half, like this. If I do that, I get a positive half. Are we together? the gradient of the perpendicular line. So we now know that our equation is y is equal to half x plus c. Then we use this point because it's passing through that point. When x is equal to 3, y is negative 1. So I'm saying negative 1 is equal to half. So we have brackets 3 plus c. So minus 1 is equal to 3 over 2, which is 1.5 plus c. Now take the 3 over 2 the other side. It's minus half minus 3 over 2 is equal to c. What do you get there? I think you get a minus 2. Is that correct? Or minus 1 divided by 2. What do you get? I'm lying. What answer do you get there? It's minus what? 2.5. So minus 5 over 2.
Yes, sir. Minus 2.5.
Yes, minus 5 over 2.
Oh, yeah.
So the equation is y is equal to half x minus 5 over 2. Done. Now, find the coordinates of B. That's easier. A is 3, 6. So what is B? 7, what?
7, 1. Yeah.
7, 1. Gradient of the line, we said, so this is B. Then A is 3, 6. So gradient change in y, 6 minus 1, divided by 3 minus 7. On top, you get what? 5, huh? On the bottom,
yes,
what do you
sir.
get? Minus what?
Minus 4.
Minus 4. So it's
Minus
minus
4.
5 over 4. Okay. Find the equation of the line that is perpendicular to what? To AB. So perpendicular to AB, it means negative. Gradient is negative reciprocal of this. So reciprocal of the gradient is 4 over 5 like this. So this simply gives you 4 over 5, negative 5. So now we know that the equation is y is equal to 4 over 5 x plus c. But look at this. Is there any need to do substitution? No, because if I'm told that the point passes through 0, 2, it means I know the y intercept.
Intercept is 2.
So it simply means y is equal to 4 over 5 x plus 2.
Plus 2.
Clear? Ryan?
Yes, sir.
Ryan, either.
Yes, it's
So
clear.
can you please repeat that part?
Which one? Which part? The negative reciprocal.
The one
last
where
part.
you said, no, the part where you said that it's exactly 2. Yes, sir.
Yes, there.
I'm sorry, I didn't get it.
That's fine. Like this. If I'm to draw a line like this, where is 0, 2 is this. So your line is cutting through this, or is cutting the other way, it doesn't matter. But the fact that when x is 0, your y-intercept, when I'm saying y is equal to mx plus c, c is the point where the straight line is cutting the y what? Intercept. When it cuts the y-intercept, the x is always what? It's always
intercept.
Yes, the x is always 0. When the line is cutting the y-axis, the x is always 0. So if I have a point 0, 2 or 0, negative 2, it means that's where that's our value for C, the y value. That's the y-intercept. So there's no need to do substitution.
Oh, okay. Yes, sir.
Is that clear now?
I get it now.
Even if we were to do substitution, we say 0 times this is simply 0. Can you see?
Yes, sir.
And this will be y will be 2. Make sense? That's what
yes, sir.
we mean by that.
Yes, sir.
Now you are given 2 points. Find the equation of the line perpendicular to what? To AB, passing through point. Let's go to this. So y is equal to mx plus c. But what is c? C is 0 there. So this equation is simply y is any equation that is like this always passes through the origin. So if I have y is equal to half x, y is equal to 5x, it doesn't matter as long as it doesn't have c, it passes through the origin. Are we together? So there's no c here. It simply passes through the origin. So let's calculate the gradient first of AB. Gradient, right, of AB is equal to what? Change in y over change in x. Doesn't matter which one I start with. If I start with the 1 there, I'll say 1 minus 3 over 12 minus what?
Minus 8.
So there, what do I get on top? Minus 2.
Minus 2.
Over 4.
Over 4.
That is minus half.
Minus a half.
Then perpendicular. Gradient of the perpendicular will be the negative reciprocal of this. So for those that are still slow there, I'll do it slowly, reciprocal of that. So it gives us 2. So it simply means y is equal to 2x done. There is no c here because it's passing through the origin. Are you together?
Yes, sir.
Now let's do the other worksheet. Then I'm sure you'll be sorted. Another. Okay, sorry about this new set. Or coordinate geometry. Okay, there we have it. If someone has joined us, unless it's their network playing up. Okay. There. You see how many marks there?
6 marks.
But it's not difficult again. So I have a point A and a point B. Find the equation of the perpendicular bisector of A, B. So I have A, B there, but what I want is the equation. So this is A, this is B. But what I want is the equation of this line. I'll call it is at 90 degrees. So the first thing, we can do it in different ways, is to find what?
The gradient.
The gradient of AB. Huh? So let's
yes, sir.
Gradient
minus 1
of AB. Hold on.
So in the strategy, this
Hi.
is what
Hi.
say.
Hi, how are you? Okay, thanks.
So that
Just give me 2 minutes. I'm coming. I need to collect some.
In other words, the physical security strategy, we had a physical security. It's coming from your program. So once we put that, then we've covered. I think it will give them the perspective or the better say what is it that we covered, and then provide solutions to the data. That's what they are looking. Because right now there is nothing that is clear. Say what is it that we are looking at? What is our strategy for physical security? That's my thinking. That if we do that, I said number one we are together. Is it? Number two was the structure. Number three, this is where we are going in terms of the physical security strategy. And the physical security strategy, we are obtaining it from what you are talking about, the program, and then your plans. So in the plans now, it will be a slide on its own, number 4 or number 5 slide. Number 4, the physical security plans. So the physical security plans is something with action items, where we are saying whatever we're going to implement, this will be the deliverable. The next column will be we're going to the target date for achieving it, and we will be responsible for it. whether for the next 6 months or so, I can't say 6 months. I'll say.
What are you saying?
As financial crime control. If it is resourcing, then the resourcing can come maybe in January. But anything that does not require resources for now, we plan and it's clear, then that OPA can support you and say, you want this, you want these resources. If they are not planned for 2020.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I hope no one left. Are you guys there?
Yes, sir.
So gradient of AB, change in Y over change in X. 15 minus what? Minus 1 over 10 minus 4. Are we agreeing? 15 minus 1 is what? 14. Huh? That you get what? 6. So you can reduce that. That gives you 7 over what? Over 3. Okay. It's AB, yes. But we want gradient of this line. Huh? Then what's gradient of the perpendicular?
Minus 3 over 7.
Perpendicular. Okay, she's quick there. Okay, we said negative reciprocal of this. So it's negative 3 over 7, like what she's saying. So we get minus 3 over 7, which means the line we want is y is equal to minus 3 over 7 x plus c. We can't get the c without knowing this point, but we know that it's a perpendicular bisector. So it's at midpoint half of this. So we have to find the midpoint of what? Of AB.
Of AB.
Midpoint. AB. Let's do that. We say it's simply x1 plus x2. So 10 plus 4 divided by 2. The y value is 16 plus 1 divided by 1. So divided by, are we together? So there, what do you get? 7, 16, that's 8. Huh? So we now know this point. Then we substitute so that we find c. We're saying when y is 8, x is 7. We're saying 8 is equal to minus 3 over 7 multiplied by 7 plus c. And you can use your calculator or your head because you know 7 cancels. Then you get minus 3 plus c. Check that the other side, c is equal to 11. Then write the full equation. Done for this. Y is equal to minus 3 over 7. X plus 11. Is that clear, right? Then we get the...
Very clear, sir.
We get the max, the 6 marks. Find the equation of the line. Okay, there's another tricky one that I want us to do. There. I love this question. 4 marks. Okay. So this is not to scale. We have the equation y is equal to mx plus c, which we don't even know is parallel. So straight away, if the equations are parallel, what do you know about parallel line? Same.
Let me just finish my lesson.
Same gradient.
Let me finish my lesson.
Same gradient. The gradient here is 2, so it means this equation is y is equal to 2x plus c. We don't know the c here. How together? But we know that is 2xy because they are parallel lines. The gradient is the same. But it's the c values that are different. The c value here is 4, you can tell. Okay, like that. Now, look at this tricky question now. The distance AB is 6 units. 6 units. So wait from there. If this is 6 units from this point to that point, we know that this is origin.
Yes.
So what is this coordinate of this point here? From this equation?
It's when y is equal to...
When y is equal to 0.
Yes, yeah.
So let's substitute into that. So we're saying 0 is equal to 2x plus 4. Move the 4 the other side. 2x is equal to minus 4. It means x is equal to minus 2. So this point here is negative So if I'm saying 6 units, from this to this, I'm only moving 2 what? Units. Are we agreeing? From
Yes,
this,
sir.
because I'm
Which is
not
mine.
along the y. The y is constant, it's the x. I'm moving 2 units. Then from this to this, I'm moving forward.
4 units, sir.
So what is this point here? It's
4, 0.
4, 0. That's our b. Is that clear now? Our b is
Yes.
0. So it means I can substitute into this equation here to find what c is. Because I now know one of the points along this line. And you say this line is y is equal to 2x plus c. But we are saying when x is 0, y is 4. So 0 there is equal to 2 multiplied by what's the x value?
4.
Sorry, plus c there. So it means c is equal to
C
minus
is
8.
8.
So this is minus 8 here. Are we clear on how we found
Yes, sir.
geometry? Okay, find the coordinates of the midpoint. Everyone now knows midpoint. AB is equal to x1 plus x2. So 2 plus 6 divided by 2 brackets minus 5 plus 9 divided by 2. 8 divided by 2, 4.
Four.
This gives you 4 divided by 2. You can use your calculator 2.
2. So 40.
Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
By the way, there is another formula. I'm not sure whether I taught at school like this. If I'm given this is y minus y1 is equal to m brackets x minus x1. I'll just show you. I thought let me just show you on this. If I'm given 2 points. But the first thing I have to calculate the gradient is just the same. So what is the gradient there? Gradient 8 minus what? Minus 5 divided by 6 minus 0. Yep. Subtract what you get, 3, 6. So what is the gradient? Half. Then I want to show you how I use this. I pick any of the two. If I pick this, I'm simply saying y minus, what is the y value here? 8 is equal to half brackets x. What is the x value here? 6, like this. Are we together? Then remove the brackets.
Yes.
Is equal to half x. What is half times 6? It's minus what? Minus 3, yeah? Half of 6. Negative. Take this the other side. So y is equal to minus half x minus 3 plus 8. Huh? And you know that that gives us 5. So y is equal to minus half x plus 5. But I have these formulas. I'll send on the group just now a summary of this whole topic. Huh?
Sorry, what are we working out using the formula that you just used?
Is you are not penalized. There's another formula. I'm saying you can use the formula.
No, I mean, what are we working?
Equation of the line. If I'm given 2 points.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I said I can use this formula to find. If I'm given, we use this formula.
Okay.
I'll say that's the other formula. Okay. Or we use the same way of finding the gradient, then saying y is equal. I'm sure that's what you're used to. Half x plus c. Then trying to use n of the 2 points. What? That makes sense. Anyway, but it's not necessary because we are given also this 0, 5. I think that's what you're thinking. Huh? If I'm given this, it's not necessary even to use this. Huh? Because I know that it's cutting at what? At 5. But if I was given points like this, maybe 2, 1, and okay, I'll give you an example. Just if I'm given A as 2, 3, and B maybe as 10, 6, like this. There's no way I don't know the C. Can you see that? That's where this method or the other methods becomes relevant. Huh? So M is equal to gradient. So it's 6 minus that divided by 10 minus 2. Huh? And there, what do I get? 3. On the bottom, I get what? 8. Makes sense? So now, even if I say y is equal to 3 over 8 x plus c, still I need to substitute the two formulas. Or I can use what I've just shown you just now, y minus y1 is equal to x brackets x minus, like this. Where, and now I pick, if I pick this, I'm saying y minus the y value is equal to gradient 3 over 8 brackets x minus the x value, like this. Make sense? Then y minus 3 is equal to 3 over 8 x multiply, you get minus 6 over 8, which is 3/4 anyway. Then take the 3 the other side. Minus 6 over 8 plus 3. Then you can use your calculator to evaluate that. That's what I meant by this. Then we have this nice one here. That's the last one for today. Use algebra to find the coordinates of A, 3 marks. They are stingy. 3 marks algebra. There's a printing error here. What is this one here? It's not making sense. Sorry, let me quickly reload this.
But the way
Printing error somewhere. Is Monotia there?
we're talking mainly about feedback.
Is Mono in the lesson? Yeah, there.
You know,
Wait, let's see.
there's no experience.
Yeah, someone's volume is there.
Yes.
Okay, so this is our last year. I think it's printed correctly. Again, it's not even printed, but I think it's 4 minus. Okay, I'll make an assumption that it's 4 minus y. Yeah? Should be 4x minus y here. Is equal to 6, I think. So, something like that. Is that correct what I'm saying? Anyway, oh, it's there. Can you see that? I didn't even see 4x minus y. Yeah? Then we have what? 2x plus that. Yeah? So what I wanted to mention is that when you want to find this, it's when this equation is equal to this equation. Huh? The point where these are equal is where how we find these coordinates. Huh? It's when these two equations, when two equations intersect, at the point where when two lines intersect, at the point where they intersect, those equations are equal. Is that clear? So we have this equation here, but these equations, we have to rearrange them so that it's y is equal to mx plus c. So it means this equation, let's start with this equation. Move the 2x so that I get 3y is equal to minus 2x plus 17. It's not exactly in the form because the coefficient here is 3. Divide everything by 3. So y is equal to minus 2 over 3x plus 17. Clear now? That's our first equation that is going like that. Let's work with the other equation. Says 4x minus y is equal to...
Wait, sir, don't you say 17 divided by 3 as well?
Yes, everything divided by 3. I thought it was the same mistake. We divide everything by 3. Now let's do this. We make y the side of the formula. So it means I can move y the other side. Then I'll have y. Sorry, this is x. Huh? Hope you're not copying the wrong thing. So y is equal to 4x minus 6. So it means it's cutting at minus 6. So this is now okay. Huh?
But it's minus y, sir.
Look at this equation here. I'm moving this and it becomes a positive. And I'm moving 6 this. That's what I've done. So I have moved y to this side.
Oh, you've moved the 6.
So that
okay,
is positive.
sorry.
I've moved 6 this side, so that is negative. That's why I'm having
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now this should now be equal to this. So I'm saying 4x minus 6 is equal to minus 2 over 3x plus 17 over 3. Then we can multiply everything by 3. I'm showing you that. If you multiply by 3, what do you get? 12 what? X minus what? 18 is equal to, if you multiply by 3, you eliminate the denominator. You eliminate the denominator. Move this the other side. 17 plus 18. 18 is coming this side. So this is 14x is equal to 30 what? 35.
35.
Now what is 35 divided by 14?
5 over 2.
5 over 2 or 2.5. So we now know this coordinate here is 5 over 2 or 2.5. Now we can use any of the two equations to find the y coordinate. Are we together? Any of those two equations. If I want, I can use this or I can use this. So remember we said from that equation there, if we look at this, we said y is equal to 4 minus 2x. Huh? Y is equal to 4x minus 6. So let's substitute 4 brackets 5 over 2 minus 6. This into that 2 times 5, 10 minus 6. So it's 4. So the coordinates is 5 over 2 or 2.5, 4. That's it there. The points. That point. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Use algebra to find the equation of the line BC. Let's see what they're talking about BC. So it's easier because I have the lines intersected. See, I have B and I have C. Huh? So it's easy to find the line. Okay, we are done today. So what I'm going to do just now, I'm going to send a PDF with a summary and a worked examples of. So go through it. I would encourage everyone to go through that PDF. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
On this topic, yeah. It's not a difficult topic, but it's always in the exams there. Okay. See you. Is it tomorrow or there's another lesson? Today is what? Wednesday. Oh, so there's chemistry, I think. And physics, I'm not sure. I'll check. So see you in the next lesson.
Okay, thanks, Lord.
Thank you, sir.
Sir,
Yes. Your question?
it's Princess. The question is not about coordinate geometry, but it's about, you know, those show that questions.
Show that, yeah, the main show that questions, yes.
Yeah, they're like 4 or 5 marks. I don't know, but I always get like 2 or 3 marks, and I just find them difficult. Please
From
could we do
algebra
like
or what?
for everything? So like they just like show that this is can be this. I don't know.
But
Like
it's just not. I get your point. Oh, dude. Okay.
okay, thank you.
people
And also
didn't
remember to
submit
send
my bio.
the links, the recordings.
Yeah, okay. People didn't submit my bio, if I remember. It's only Makanaka, Laila, and what? Okay, we'll see you in the next lesson.
Have a good day, sir.
Okay.